Checking out if it's gonna be live right now. Give me a couple minutes. Sure it's going through. Let me see if it comes through. Let me see. Checking my site. If you guys, I'm not sure if I'm live now, so that's why. Oh, wait a minute. I am live. No. Let me see if it comes through. Yep. All right, we're live here. Got a mess in my room. I gotta clean up, but here we are. Take our time, our sweet time. Let me zoom in a little bit more. I do have a camera here overhead. I'll switch. So I'm gonna show you guys a little bit more about these laptops that I purchased. In fact, this one in eBay is going for it's a Latitude. What is it? Latitude 5480. Probably get it for under $100. Yep, $84 on this machine, and it's not bad. I mean, it's a great deal if you're trying to upgrade yourself to a decent computer. Let me see if I can see your comments. I know it says chat is disabled for live stream. I don't know why it's saying that. Let me see if I can see that. Live, go to live. Oh, you know what? I know. Go to broadcast. I can see that to there. If I go there, I could probably see it. It was there before. There it is. All right, I'm gonna mute this so I can see your chat. I don't know why the chat is disabled. It says the chat is disabled for this live stream. I'm not sure why I did that. Let me go back in there and change it. Chat. Made for kids. No, it's not made for kids. I'm gonna save this. It's not made for kids at all. I'm gonna say a lot of bad words here. That's why it was disabled. It's because it's made for kids, it said. I think we got it. Let me see. Let me refresh this. Oh, there we go. Close. All right, here we go. Let me see. That's why it was disabled for a while. The chat. Let me clean this up for now. See how many things are coming up. It's pretty shot already. Check it out. It's a little bubbling, little tiny bit, not too much, but I think we have to recondition this battery. It'll be pretty good for another couple rounds. But it's looking good. I'm actually gonna try these out. Dino, what's going on? How you doing? I'm testing out some stuff because I got this laptop for $72, I think it was, and it's not a bad laptop to be honest with you. It's a Latitude 5480. I wanted to see if I could upgrade. This is a small little M.2, but this is not an NVMe. It's just a solid state. But you could actually put it on the WAM card here, part of it, and I want to see how it works. So I do need a screw. If you guys can see that, it's not bad. Let me zoom in some more. So if I ever want extra, this is a 1 TB. I'm not gonna set up the 1 TB right now. We're actually just gonna put a solid state drive, but I wanted to see the smaller the drives they are, the easier it is. I do have another, but they're not NVMe. This 80 millimeters. This is, I believe, I'm not quite sure how many millimeters is it, but this is actually for a computer I got, a little small handheld computer we're gonna actually do. And today we're just gonna upgrade this machine, but we're not gonna put a solid state drive or anything. We're actually, I'm sorry, take it back. We are gonna do a solid state drive. This is the old mechanical drive that he had, and this is 500 gigs, 72 RPMs on this one. All right, this is an old mechanical drive. Have you guys opened these? There's a mirror, a little needle there. There's a couple of layers of it actually. We're actually going to set this up today. This is the one that we're going to set up. Let me see. This is a solid state drive. It was sent out to me by a vendor, just to give you guys a front up, right? And they gave it to me so I could start, setting this. Unfortunately, the vendor, I asked for a terabyte. They cut in half. They say, "We'll give you half." We don't really trust you. We don't know you very well to work with you too much. So we'll give you this solid state drive. It's not even. They couldn't even send an NVMe. I told them, "Can you send me an NVMe? I kind of need that," but they couldn't. So here we are, round two, trying to set this up. So we're gonna set this one up. I already have Windows on this one, so I don't need to do anything but to actually. I'm just testing things out right now, make sure everything. I would recommend you, if you're ever gonna mess with anything else, to disconnect the battery. But I don't really care. I don't even disconnect the batteries at all. I just go for it all the time. So we are gonna set this one up, but I wanted to show you guys that you can upgrade this machine. I actually got memory too that we are gonna actually upgrade. Let me open these up. And this is 32 gigs, I believe I got, and this is about $50. So overall, I spent maybe, like, if you're gonna buy something, it's almost a $200 laptop, but I beefed it up. All right, meaning I added some extra memory drive. So I bought this memory, and this is a 2600 hertz, I believe it is. So yeah, 2666. So it's not the fastest right now. Currently, what I have is maybe something slower, So on this one right here in particular, it's 8 gigs, but it's a 24. So it's gonna be a step up from what we're doing, all right? So 2 DIMMs, we're gonna put DIMM, 2 of them. These are DDR4, and it even tells you right here. I like that Dell's really good at that stuff. They give you pretty much all the details. Damn, it's getting cold. Turn off the air. It's a little too cold in here. I'm sitting right in front of the air. If I was sitting further away, then I would say, yeah, maybe. But this is where we're gonna upgrade this one right here. This is the old one. In fact, I should record this too, because we are gonna save some content for later. So we're removing the old one, and we're adding 2 of the new ones. We'll just see if I can stream for maybe an hour or half an hour. So this one has one way, but I gotta lift it up so I can see where it is. It's on the other side, so it's facing down. There it goes. It should snap in there. Make sure the copper's not showing up and push it down. It's the memory. This is the old one, 8 gigs. No good, no bueno. Actually, I'm gonna save that one because I have another computer that we are gonna add this one into that one. Because that one, 8 gigs, we're gonna add 16 gigs on that one. I'm gonna bring that one next. So you guys stick around if you guys want to see me take things apart. We're just gonna add a solid state drive on this one. And any kind of questions you guys have on computers, networks, gaming systems, rigs, building up new machines, upcoming products, I'm open for any discussions. That one guy watching me. All right, so let's put this back. I should move myself somewhere else. Yeah, I should move me like right here where another one. These are magnetic. I forgot about that. Another one. Yeah, there's a big delay. There's another. Ooh, let me see it. It's right here. It's dangerous. Losing the screws. All right, so we got the solid state drive in there. 2 extra memories. That's pretty much it. I call it on that one. So we're gonna set this cover up right now, and we're gonna upgrade the next system that I have right here in front of me. We're gonna add that chip that just came out on this machine. This is a NUC Intel. It's an older one, but it has a Thunderbolt 3. That's what I like about that. So this one, I'm gonna leave it open. I'm just gonna move to the next one for now. On the next one, we're gonna add this memory in here. And this one, it's a little easier on this one because this is an old system. But you could do some crazy stuff with this one. The Thunderbolt 3, it's, you got to see one of my videos I did regarding external PCI card. It's crazy. All right. Goodness, I don't have nails. Oh, damn, that one's still. Let's just hook up there. There you go. Now this one has a NVMe, but this is not even a terabyte. It's a 256. If you guys can see that. And the drive. Let's see the memory on this one. This one has an old memory, and this is 8 gigs. So we're gonna add another 8 gigs on top of that. But for some reason, look at the discoloring of the actual copper here, and it still works. It's crazy. I think it just needs a clean up. I am going to do alcohol and clean it up. But the discoloring it's because it's gold discoloring. It's like that's a contact. Sooner or later, this is probably going to end up failing. Or also another thing, when you see stuff like this, it could be 3 things. It could be water damage. Number 1, it's not water damage, right? Number 2, the number 1 issue will be overheating, and because the pins are the first thing. In fact, gold is very, very sensitive in its light tolerance towards heat. So you'll start seeing things like this if it's overheating. Overheating, water damage, and also It could be a bunch of other things, but mostly overheating. That's what it is. This thing's heating up extremely hot. I guess to the tolerance are not too much on this chip, and this is a crucial. I'm surprised it still works. This one is from China, and it's a BCA. That's what it is. Still gonna put this one down there in the bottom. This new one on the top. Look at that. So this one, the thing I got it was because of this one. This is a Thunderbolt 3. Now, I'm able to play high-end games like Battlefield 3, 6 on that machine. I actually tested out on a Thunderbolt 5 cable, but a Thunderbolt 3 connection. It was extremely good. I did like a little bit, but yeah, you gotta excuse me. I just had a long drive today, that's why. So it does have some old tech meet some new tech, and this is I think it's a 2020, trying to remember the date, 2018, I think, or somewhere around there. This is an old machine, so you still may be able to find it. On this one, pricing for this one, let's find out. There was a problem with this one. I'm not gonna lie to you. I bought it and I asked the vendor I didn't want it, and he said I could keep it, but it's not working very well. It's overheating. I gotta change the paste, the thermal tape paste on it. I'm gonna put thermal tape here on this one too. But this one, Nuke, Intel Nuke Skull. But there's very many versions of it, right? This one you could find it for not this one particularly, but there's a lot of them that they're under $100. This one was $75. Man, $75 on this one, and plus no power cord. I forgot to tell you guys that. No power cord on that one. So, in fact, let me remove myself from here and zoom in a little bit more. Let you guys just. Ooh, wrong one, wrong guy. That guy, get rid of him. So I can zoom in some more so you guys can see a little bit better. So this one came on around 2000, I believe 2009, I believe. 2019, I'm sorry. Somewhere around there. But this is an Intel 5. I don't think it's it's an i7, so this is a i7, so it's even earlier. Later. So I'll tell you when it was released on this one. This one came out on release day. Damn, 2016, some of these, but this one particular 2016. 2016 to 2018. It could be either or. That's crazy. Crazy. But because it's old, you can still play high-end games with this. But unfortunately, this one needs a lot of work. So the HDMI stopped working, so it might have burned out right there. I gotta fix this part, but it's not picking up the HDMI. It picked up once and that's it, never again. Now the beautiful thing about this one is that if you guys notice, there's 2 drive spaces here, so you can add 2 NVMe's on this one, right? So to give you guys a little preview. But that's pretty much it. I wanted to show you guys this stuff, and man, I don't know. I was gonna be more prepared, but I'm not. I'm just upgrading computers. So let's go back and cover the other one up and turn it up, and hopefully it won't ask us for the BitLocker key. So let's go ahead and take that. Let me put these back for now. You know how many people are here? It didn't say. I forgot how to use all this live stuff. I haven't done live for quite a while, to be honest with you. So I'm trying to figure some of the stuff out. Oh, I see something too. Keep it on. Okay, I think we got it. I think we were working on it. So let's keep it going. If you guys have any questions or anybody watching, say something. I don't want to leave without saying something, you know. I want to answer somebody's questions. I'm not the guru or the gurus, but I do know a lot. My experience is 20 years of IT, 25 plus, I would say, of IT. And back in 2022, I was let go because I was too good for the job, to be honest with you. Very too good for the job. Plus, they didn't want a Latino because they're a little racist, you know, in that company. And I approved to say that, so I could say that. So, I'm not gonna say the names of the company. I'm just gonna say. But we're gonna cover this sucker back up, and we're gonna test this out later. One thing that you gotta be aware is that these things, it tells you right here it's a front. So front's over here. Of course, you're still bitter over stuff like that. It never goes away. They stab you in the heart and it hurts forever. People you used to trust became your enemies. It's funny because shit happens a lot in these things, you know. People go through their lives and stuff like that. But the ones that hurt are the ones you spend more time on. All right. So we're gonna put this on the side. We're gonna bring the laptop. And we're gonna test it out without even covering it because we want to run a test. So I have it uncovered right now. Nothing happens. Don't worry. Nothing happens. Static free. Just let's turn it on to see if it runs. In fact, I need power. I need juice. Bring some juice over. This thing's not gonna turn on. The battery's not very good, and I forgot. So let's plug it in. I do have to replace the battery on the next video probably. So let's see if it picks up the actual memory first. That's what we want. So we're looking out for a memory. This thing didn't come up. Oh, there it goes. It's dirty, dirty, dirty. I don't even want to touch it, man. I don't even know what it's been through, but so right now we're waiting for it to post and say something about memory or something. Hasn't come up. Maximum of 32 gigs. That's how what you can do. So yeah, oh, there it is. So we see the Dell sign, and there is the actual boot sequence, right? So we want to run it. Go to F1. No, actually, set up utilities, run onboard. Not just F1. Let's see if we can escape. Go straight to the boot. It might ask me for a BitLocker because I did enable it, and I might have to go through my phone and open that up, but we'll find out right now. If I put maybe on the description next time, boobs, you think I could get more subscribers and viewers? Oh, came up. Let me log in. Don't look at my password. Secret, secret, secret. All right. Don't look at my real name either. Hold on. Let it load up. All right. There it goes. So we are looking for system settings. Actually, systems. So right click on it, go to systems. And this system tells you a lot of information. Now, you have to be aware about a bunch of things. If you're going to play Battlefield 6, this machine can't handle that stuff. The most you could probably play on this one would be Minecraft, and you still have to lower down the resolution. Who's this machine for? It's actually more for students, right? Students, 32 gigs of memory came up. Intel graphic card, 128. Look, 128 is not going to get you anywhere for graphics. If you got it, you got to get it for internet usage, homework assignments, and all sorts of things. Let's do a speed test. Let's see how the... Oops. Something went wrong. Go to Google then. Oh, you know what? It doesn't have the internet on. That's why. Let's connect. Your mama. We're connecting to your mama connection. I used to name them FBI vans, but I don't do that no more. Kind of got outdated. So let me see if this thing works. All right. Now let's do a speed test on the internet. What? Not that one. I want the Google one. If you go to Google, they have a better one. I use this one a lot. Speed test. Run it. Yeah. It's on wireless, that's why. Not bad. Let's do the report on the actual... Let's test out the speeds on the actual drive. So test, because the drive itself, I have it installed right now, and it's about 446 with the updates and all that. So let's go ahead and close this, all this pop-up stuff. Now let's do a test. Yes, I do want to run the test. And we're gonna go to run test data. Oh, I'm gonna run them all. We'll see how fast this drive is. So let's go ahead and do that. I'm gonna leave it here so you guys can see it. I hope it's running. It takes a while sometimes. I think I didn't push it right, maybe. Yeah, it is. Test drive, test, default, theme, help. I think it's under settings and files. No, I did do that. Profile. I forgot how to run this thing. It's been a while. Anyway, I'm gonna let it run. Oh, here it is, the mix. Run this one. That's what I want. So, why does it say 1 gig still? Yeah, let's do that. Oh, there it goes. So we're running a test right now on all of them. And we're not stopping it. We're gonna let it run. There's 3 tests it's gonna conduct right now. This window's super dirty. If you see it sideways, I can't see anything because you see a bunch of fingerprints, maybe people eating out of it. It's nasty. I'm gonna go take a shower after touching this computer. I'm gonna try to do a stream every day at 9 p.m. around 9 Pacific Standard Time. So here's the speeds, the writing speeds. And then the reading speeds 554.99 megabytes per second. Um, the secondary is 448. Yeah, 484. I'm sorry. Still running the other test. I still want to see the writing speeds. So we're getting pretty good speeds on this one. It says the box here. Let's see how fast it's supposed to be on this one. It says, just threw the paper away from this one. Damn. Oh no, here it is. What's running? No, these are instructions how to set this up. This is supposed to be like a gig, but we're not getting that gig. We're getting half of that gig. That's so now we're writing the speeds. So 500, 485. The last one, I'm not quite sure what was the last one for, but that one came out the weakest. This is the new drive we're testing right now. Almost done. It's it's good for not for gaming. I'm not gonna lie to you. I would recommend you at NVMe speeds. For gaming, it's good for file transfer, like for big documents. Like if you're gonna watch movies, fine. But if you're gonna transfer, like if you're gonna video edit, I wouldn't use this. I would just use this for storage, to be honest with you. But because it's running the OS and everything else, I have no choice. But it's still great speeds. I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, just, anything above 200, it's fine. It's like the internet. If you have home internet, if you're running at 100 megabytes per second and then you run to 500, you'll see a difference, a big difference on it. Especially if you drag a file to your desktop from your other second drive to your desktop, you'll see it. It depends on the actual drive speeds. You'll see the transfer rate, but some NVMe's are so fast, like the 990. If you drag and drop to the second one, 990, it's just quick. Even like a 10 gig, it's pretty quick. I like that. But this one, speeds, they're okay. They're just fine. I mean, I'm not gonna game out of this machine. This is a machine. Altogether, we spent probably like $100 for the laptop. Uh, this is like the SATA drive. This is 500. This is a 500, not even a terabyte. This is probably like, I'm not quite sure. It's like $30, I think it is. 30, $40 on this, all right? And then the memory. The memory was the most expensive part, and I spent $50 on the memory. So you're looking about like under $200, like 180 for a laptop that you're gonna upgrade. If you're a student, a struggling student, this is a great machine. If you are writing papers or surfing the internet, this is a machine for you. Battery wise, I'm gonna show you guys the back. I'm gonna turn it off so you guys can see a little bit more because I have it open right now. Shut it down. I don't want to mess with it. The battery's dead on this one. We are gonna replace the battery on the next one, so I am gonna order it. Let me turn this off. There. So we are gonna replace the battery. That's another cost too. So if you ever buy some of this, don't think it's cheap. You still have to spend some money. And overheating, I don't feel it. It's a little hot right here. So sometimes this is where the actual CPU is at. All right. So from here, you could always replace the thermal tape. thermal paste. All right, so you could take these easy and they come off, but before you take them off, you have to make sure you follow this because there's a clip here and there's another clip here, I believe somewhere. It's kind of loose, but it's, sometimes they have tape. And this was missing the tape, like it was tampered before because the tape normally covers all this, so it could flow the thing. So my suggestions to you can upgrade the memory, and then I was showing people that you can actually add a another one here, which I do have it right here. Oops. Oh, there it goes. Oops. Yeah, it just went out. I think it's because I got a Sony 10Z, the 10Z one, and it's horrible. It overheats. It might go off again, and it overheats. On these machines, this is a Dell. This is a 55. I don't even know the name. It's a 5580, 5480. And the reason we got it because we're gonna donate this one. We're gonna donate to a student, struggling student, and just give it away. That's all I'm gonna do. You know, one of those things that I like to do once in a while. People ask me if I have the computers, I'll give it to them. I really don't value the stuff I have too much. The only thing I do keep is like the desktop. Like I have the desktop on streaming on. This costs about 10 grand. It doesn't cost 10 grand now, but this was it's a Threadripper. That's why when it came out, it was about 10 grand. The new Threadripper costs about 10 grand right now. So this one lost value probably like a 5 grand, but right now it's still very valuable machine. Most of the times that people use this machine is for a lot of like three-dimensional programs, game applications, movie editing, FX, and stuff like that. It's a beast of a machine, but the problem is that it's because it's a ThinkStation. It's hard to upgrade. Like if I the video card that it comes with, it's a Quadro card, and I don't like that card. I want to upgrade it to another card. And I'm also gonna show you guys another thing I just got right now in the mail that we're gonna mess with. So we're gonna. This is a GPU. This is a. Here it goes again. Hold on. Let me. There it goes. There it goes. Ah, not again. Hold on. It goes away because it. I have to change that. We're gonna have to add. I got this cooling station. All right, it's a cooling device. I might have to connect it. Yeah, let me connect it. Wow, it's charging. There it goes. I'm gonna run a cable real quick. I'm doing a MacGyver while it's doing there. So there it goes. And this is a fan that's gonna help. Not again. I just it's so hot. That's why. Well, All right, there it goes. But I'm gonna have to end it soon because this thing overheats. This camera's for blogging. It's not for actually overheads. I like it. It's a 4K camera, but unfortunately, let me make sure that I add the fan faster. Yeah, it's the fastest right now. All right, so I set up the fan right now. So this machine's pretty good for like students, and I just got this one on the mail. This is a 3060 video card. The reason is that we're gonna do some experimental with this card, and we're gonna play some high-end games on this one. But I'm gonna see if I could set up this card for this. That's why I kind of got it too, because they have options that you can do add-ons to laptops. So I do have a station where it does work very well, and you could transfer certain things to certain places in here and make it more like a beast machine. So if you guys are looking for a low profile, low cost machine laptop, this is a good one. Now I'm going to talk to you guys more about the one I actually work on. This is my baby. This is an MSI. I'm going to show you guys a little bit more. Let me zoom out. This out here. So this is an MSI. It was mine. It's gonna be my daughter's now. So, in fact, this machine, it's a hell of a machine. I bought this one. I'm so impressed that I bought it real cheap. I got this one at Best Buy during Black Friday, believe it or not, and it still costs a lot of money. This one here, I ended up buying it for $1,500 when it was original cost was like $2,600 to $2,800. But this machine has a lot of power. I took it to CES, and not only that, I was able to broadcast a football game and do the game through the actual system. I had the whole system here. Let me log in. Hold on. So this system alone, it's a Stealth A16, but this one is it's one of my favorite machines. And the video card, it's not as strong, but it has a 70, I believe. Let me see. I'll tell you right now. Go to systems, and it's going to tell you. But this machine, I highly recommend you if you ever. It's loading. Look, okay. I don't like the BitLocker. So this one alone, it has 32 gigs on this one. It's a Ryzen A19, and this one, the Radeon is strong enough, but the video card is what I like. The video card itself, it's about, let me go back to systems devices so you guys can see a little bit better. I'm actually going to see if this thing, you can fold it all the way down. I like that, you know, which this is one of my favorite things on this machine. It's not a touchscreen. Device manager. It's not a touchscreen, but it feels like it sometimes. You know, sometimes I catch myself touching it when I'm not supposed to. This one right here, it's a 4070 video card on this one. So right now we're on the 50s, you know, but this is like last year's model, but it is still really good. Now, if you can compete with something like this type of video card, this is a 3070. This is actually way better than this one. Even though it's a different conversion, because when you buy a 4070, it's not the same graphic card as you buy it for a laptop. For a desktop, I'm sorry. It's totally different. The 4070 for the laptop will be a heftier or stronger chip than a laptop. Laptop, they have to manage power. So when they manage power, it slows down the actual system, and it works with the power conversion. So most of the times when you're not connected, you're not getting the full potential on the video card. It's best. That's why people play games with the connected power. But the problem is that you're going to get a lot of heat. You're going to get a lot of overages, and you're going to feel it. So if you have this on your lap, it's going to overheat quickly. So if you're gaming, make sure you power it up or somewhere fresh. If you're indoors, you're going to feel the whole room getting hot on this machine. And the fans are not quiet. They're really loud. This machine alone, It's one of my favorite machines so far. I mean, I know there's better ones out there, but at the moment, this is something I enjoy because it still could keep up with pretty much every game out there. One of the best things that I've seen, this actually runs a little bit better than my desktop. My desktop has a 4090 video card, and this with the same application I used for editing, I had no problems. I don't know if something's wrong with my desktop. I might have to just flush the whole thing or change something, but something is definitely wrong. If this runs running better on my desktop, it's the GPU or something else. But this is a really, I really recommend you guys buying some of this if you ever like looking for budget machines. So if you're looking for a really good budget machine, unfortunately, I can't open it up because I'm gonna tell you this. I'm gonna close it up so you guys can show you a little bit more. So this machine, um, there's you can open it up, all right? You can open it up, but the problem is that there's adhesive in there all over the place. So you're gonna lose a lot of the adhesive all over the place in here. And I don't want to open it just for showing you guys, if I'm not gonna upgrade it. If I'm gonna upgrade it, you can add extra memory, you can add extra NVMe. Actually, sorry, the memory is built in the motherboard, so you can't upgrade it. If you are going to buy a machine, get it the maximum of memory you can on these types, because now these days a lot of motherboards have it built in because they want you to buy the next model down the line. That's the thing. So I did end up buying the 64 gigs of memory. No, 32 gigs of memory on this one, right? So 32 is fine. Anything over 16 is okay. But you can tell the difference between a 32 and a 16 when you're running applications, all right? Cores, I didn't even see the cores, how many cores it has. Let me find out because it is a Ryzen chip. We're going to find out right now. And to find out your cores on your machine, I know a lot of people are like, what are cores? What are that? And we'll explain a little bit more about that. So let's go into device and then right click and then go to, actually, let's not right click, control alt delete and then go to task manager. And in here, you see all the applications running, but then you hit this one right here. And this is going to tell you a lot more things in here. This tells you exactly how many cores you have, what's running in the background, a lot of information in here that you should be aware. And right here, it tells you right here, 10 core, right? Right there. It's like a little tiny little lettering, but you can see it, the value of it, the processing speeds. You can overclock this one, but you need to be powered. And if you're going to do something like that, overall, this machine does not need anything on top of it. If you get it as it is, it's a great machine for students. Oh man, college students, it's really light and it has a huge monitor. So those are like older people like me, they're hard to see sometimes. I wear glasses. I don't even know where I left them. This is a great machine for that. I mean, you're able to do that. Now, the AI that they talked about this machine, it's for more like helping you balance the actual gaming. So if you have a game that you want to play, but it's not going to handle very well, the AI system kicks in telling you, hey, let me change some of the settings so we can play at 60 frames per second or 100 frames per second. So that's one thing that the AI works for. It's not AI that's going to help you write a freaking paper or anything like that. It's an AI for the actual balancing of hardware. That's pretty much it. So the AI here is useless. It's not to a potential where you're going to use it for other things. Like, for example, the only thing that I would suggest if you're gaming, it's going to help you out. It's going to balance out some stuff. Let me see. And then the horrible thing about this MSI is that it's this crap right here. They have so much useless crap in here that they want you to like add. And a lot of things I don't trust. Yeah, they like MSI AI engine. That's the one that they want me to upgrade and install. But sometimes it's the stupid thing is like you install something and it automatically installs something else that you didn't ask it to. So you got to be careful about that. So there is an application that slows the entire system down completely. And I don't know the name on top of my head. Sorry, that's my dog's drinking water right now in the back. But there's a lot of application that comes with it. Don't install something that you're not familiar or you don't know anything, because a lot of these things are going to slow down whatever you're running. If you're running games or other applications, they run in the background, these things. You're taking space and then running speed and memory from other applications running because you're running through this. Now, let's see what they're asking me. There's a little login now. So on this one, the thing I like, you go to support all the time. I do this once in a while, go to support. If it goes there, you go to live updates. On live updates, this is what you try to avoid, all right? Don't install stuff that's not related to the hardware. And they're going to give you a list, 2 lists on this one. So here's the list, if you guys can see it. The list is divided. This says not install. It says drivers, right? That's fine. But if you go down the line, I'm going to show you. These are the latest drivers, so we are going to install it. Utilities, there it is. They kind of trick you. It says drivers, but if you don't read it right, it says utilities. NVDA app, I mean, SteelSeries, the utility SteelSeries is for the audio. So that you can do that, but like I said, the more applications you add, the more you're going to slow down your machine. So if you're going to ever buy a machine, try to remove all the crap. So right now we are going to install a lot of stuff, especially like this part right here. We're going to click on the stuff that we need. This part right here, I can't even see right here. Okay, so this is installed. This is not installed. All right, so driver AM, we're going to go ahead and download it and install it. So I do like the update that they have, but it feels like cheap stuff, for some reason. I'm not quite sure why, but I think it's more the GUI interface. It's like the cheapest interface. It seems like somebody 10-year-old designed it. It's useful, but I've seen better ones where they give you a lot more information than what you're getting in there. Sometimes they ask you to click on things that you don't know, and because it's a new computer, people want to have the latest and greatest. They click on it, and they install stuff that sooner or later brings other crap in there. I had this issue where, like I said, I installed something because it was a driver for controlling the LED lights on the actual keyboard, because they have that. And that same driver effed up my system running a lot slower because it was running in the background. And they recalled it after like 2 years that it was running. But now in my system, I kind of knew because I saw other YouTubers that they had the same issue, but they still didn't recall it until 2 years from there. I had removed it, but other people that probably didn't remove it didn't install it. And the way they did it, it was like, okay, we're going to fix it. Here's an application to install over the existing application. So, and then when you install it, it says, do you want to remove me first? You have to say yes, remove it. And then it was able to install the correct version that fixed it. But overall, I mean, this system has a lot of great features. I like let me show you the MSI engine, the AI stuff. It's a user scenario. Oh, actually, I think it's under hardware monitor. On here, on this one right here. This is where you actually overclock the stuff right now, and you change your battery life. If you want to save battery, or maybe you are like me right now, probably have less than an hour to how many minutes? It's an hour and 30 minutes right now, which is extremely a lot, to be honest with you. That's more than a classroom mostly. So if you're going to sit in a classroom, and right now I haven't charged it for like maybe 3 or 4 months, to be honest with you. It's that good, the balancing itself. So you can balance it right now. It's balanced. Extreme performance, you can change that. MSI, this is the one I'm going to take you guys so you guys can see. If the light bothers you, let me know. I could change some of the things, but you could change that, and that means that when you change that scenario, switch optical, it'll automatically switch certain things. So I don't want to do that right now at the moment because I don't have anything high-end or things I'm going to require to run. So that's pretty much it. I want to come down here and see how you guys doing and start live streaming and answering questions. But unfortunately, this is our first one. And we're going to be here at the same time tomorrow at 9 all the way to 10. I'm going to try to see if I can stay consistent. And hopefully you guys like some of the stuff. I am going to bring new products. So we could talk about it. Maybe have 2 or 3. And if you guys have any questions, answers, people are here and could help you. If not, I can. So thank you guys. I'll see you guys on the next one. So take care.